It's said that in hard times, the best of us can come out. And during the Steam Summer Sale, a lot of money comes out. Now, we're here to talk about the summer sale. We're here to talk about wrestling. Welcome to this episode of Written on the Canvas, episode 8. I am your host, Brian, with my co-host, Jacklyn. Jacklyn, how are you doing?
Not bad. Really not bad. It was kind of a blur since Night of Champions, and now we're headed to Evolution. So,
Evolution, yeah. Well, hey, hooray for vaginas.
I have a vagina.
Sure, I'd buy that.
Thanks.
I'd buy that.
You need a
Probably.
vagina. A vagina could prove quite useful.
Hooray, women. Hooray, women.
really classy.
I'm sorry.
Hello.
I'm sorry. But yeah, no, so far, it seems like it's going to be a pretty good show. We just watched Raw, and I'm a huge fan of four-way tag team matches. And so this should be a banger.
This is going to be my first time watching Evolution live, meaning from the comfort of my own home. I missed the first one. This is my first time. It's going to be good.
Poor Nikki Bella, though. Do you think she's going to do anything with at the show?
That's a good question. I don't know. This might be a stretch, but she could be a contender for the tag team match with her sister. That's just a guess. Just because the tag team division just kind of seems...
The women's tag team division, yeah. Two competitors from Raw. We got the champions, and then we got another random tag team from Raw.
And then NXT, and then SmackDown.
Yep. At least it's not going to be Ava. Although, who knows? Maybe Dwayne will pull more strings. Maybe he'll get somebody else in his family hired.
Oh, okay. I see where you're going with this. You want to talk about Night of Champions. As we should. Okay, let's talk about it then.
Before we talk about Night of Champions, let's talk about that power outage. Over half an hour, SmackDown was just gone.
Yeah, I told you I watched it late, and they kept the half-hour cut on, so I had to keep pressing fast forward the entire, up to 30 minutes, and then it cut to Michael Cole saying, "We had technical difficulties. We were cut out for half an hour."
Yeah, I have never seen anything like that.
A camel ate through their cables.
Apparently, yeah. Oh my god, I wish that. I don't know if it's true or not, but I really, really wish it is.
I want to call it karma, but
well, it was interesting.
What did you think of Rhodes versus Orton?
I would have been more excited if when Randy's promo didn't get cut off. Again, that's not their fault. But anyways, match was pretty decent. I liked that Randy was very conflicted on punting Cody, but and that wiggle time gave Cody the opportunity to hit him with Crossroads. Kind of an obvious decision.
Yeah, right now, despite Cody not being the champion, he's still drawing a lot of money in and people tuning in, so it makes sense. My dad, again, still not a fan of Cody, so he was really rooting for Orton, but he knew Cody was going to win anyway.
Nothing really to write home about. You know damn well they're not going to be wearing those crowns.
Oh my god. Xavier did that back in 2021, 2022.
Oh, nobody's done it better than Booker T. I'm sorry, King Booker.
I remember his run, yeah.
Oh my god, his feud with the Boogeyman was the stuff of legend.
That was great. I keep seeing clips of that too.
I understand he was injured during their WrestleMania match, but they made it very much work. I couldn't even really tell. No one even really remembers the moves itself. They remember Charmel getting kissed with a mouthful of worms.
I mean,
and that look on her face. They sold it so well. They made Boogeyman look very good. And but anyways, we're not
ducky quack quack.
Shucky ducky. Tell me you did not just say that.
Speaking of kings and queens, can I just say this? We can finally give Raquel flowers. Because that street match was so good. that she got a solid singles performance despite her losing, but that gives her more credibility and more of a little bit of a push that, hey, she can actually perform. She's not just a tag team partner.
Yeah.
Surprise!
Hooray! Really show that Raquel has what it takes to hang with the big boys or the big girls.
It reminds me of her matches with Rhea back in NXT Gold. I wasn't really around that era, as you know, but I watched their matches from back then, and they were really good.
They made Raquel look like $1,000,000. The team behind the video package did. She's never looked better, and that's great.
And the Raw before that too, she actually spoke.
I know, she's been talking a lot more.
She said things. Wow. And again, I miss Liv. I really do. And I hope she comes back soon. But it's kind of given Raquel a chance to breathe on her own, too. Despite Roxanne being there, but she can actually be her own character and actually develop more as herself than just a partner to Liv, which is really nice to see.
From what I've heard, she messed up her coming back. She got herself disqualified and then still tried to, put her on Rhea to get the pin. I feel like a lot of people kind of looked at that and thinks, what is this clown doing here? And now then she's going to be teaming with Roxanne. I bet Roxanne's going to get a really good rub from everybody in the Judgment Day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I call them street trash, but yeah.
I mean, it sucks that Liv has to, but like she's taking her spot. But this is pro wrestling. This stuff happens.
It's shit, and it's the same shoulder she injured too.
Yeah, but the show must go on.
I feel so bad for the writers, especially because that meant that they had to rewrite everything that they had built up for Liv and Raquel and Roxanne and everyone else in the Judgment Day and Nikki Bella, and for stuff for Evolution, they have to work around that, and they don't really have a lot of time.
Yeah,
to do all that, so it's very last minute.
It sucks that Nikki Bella and possibly Brie Bella aren't going to be getting that paycheck. I hope they do. Hope they make an appearance somehow. That'd be great.
Side note, but this is related. I heard Vicky Guerrero might come back.
What's your opinion on that?
There's gonna be controversy behind that. Definitely after the stuff that happened with her daughter.
That's what I was thinking too.
She made one appearance on SmackDown, and that
was on AEW for a little while, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then she left, and she had her stream, and then after the controversy thing, she quit entirely, and she's a travel agent. Yeah.
I guess we're just going to have to see what happens. The internet is always going to disagree on a lot of things.
A bunch of people were so unhappy that, sorry to cut you off, but a bunch of people were unhappy that Rhea won.
You want to hear unhappy? You get that app and you can see the like to dislike ratio on Sammy and Karrion's match. Fans were not happy that Sammy won.
I'm not a fan of Sammy to begin with. I think he's okay. Like, woo, Canada, woo. But I'm more of a Kevin Owens fan.
Yeah, his character is kind of lame. I mean, he's always like, I don't want to fight.
But it's like you're fighting anyway.
I know, but how many times has he started a conversation with, I don't want to fight?
And then there's Kevin where it's going to be like, I'm going to fuck you up.
What do you think this is, the Wild West?
Your mic went a little crackly there.
Yeah, well, screaming right into it, we'll do
that. But yeah, you're right.
It didn't look like it was even that big of a struggle.
My dad didn't care about that match. He was really disappointed that Sammy won. What was the point of that?
I get Sammy needs a win because he's been looking like a total loser as of late.
And the people of Saudi, I mean, they really loved him.
Yeah, and this isn't the end for Karrion Kross. This gives him, this gives him exposure to what he can do, and
he attacked him on Raw,
and he proved that yes, he can flat bump.
Yeah.
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 I don't know who the hell was saying that, but that was just ridiculous.
It's the IWC, man. Like,
Oh God.
I don't fucking know.
It's the IWC. Yeah. Even Leah and Raquel was quite short.
Great spots, though. Great spots.
Great spots, yes, but it didn't.
But
I don't know.
short.
In my opinion, I'm fine with Sammy going over. I understand they have a story that they're trying to tell. Kind of feels like they're gearing towards him eventually winning the world title at some point.
Wait, who? I'm lost a
Sammy.
little bit. Sammy?
Yeah, Sammy.
Oh.
That's just my guess. So maybe, hopefully, this shows and Karrion can absolutely roll with the best.
Speaking of titles, this is probably gonna rub you the wrong way. Solo wins. Jacob loses.
I already told you this joke while it was happening, but Dwayne's out here hiring the whole family.
I was when that mess came out, I was so confused as to what was happening. I'm like, what is this, a family reunion?
Oh God. And then,
everybody's just coming out. Who are these people?
yeah. Oh, yeah, and you just know damn well they're going to be hiring Zilla.
I hope so. He seems pretty cool. I've seen a few of his clips.
I know he does seem pretty cool, but look, there's this old Simpsons gag where Homer is looking at a vending machine and he's just like,
Apple, apple, apple. Come on, candy bar. Hey, I know you. You're that first apple I didn't want.
no more apples in the vending machine, please.
What I'm thinking is Plankton's family.
So many Anawais. Not even Samoans, just Anawais.
Either that or they're Filipino, but they're just gonna claim to be Hawaiian or claim to be half Samoan, but it's a pass.
Yeah. What's your opinion on Solo winning the title?
Yay! He has a new bloodline that we have to get reintroduced to because the indie scene is so big. I'm trying to watch a little bit of everything, but it just seems a little excessive. I get it, it's a family business. Might as well just start a new promotion for the entire family. You know what I mean?
How much you want to bet then Dwayne's going to eventually get Ava to replace Pierce or Aldous because he's Dwayne?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Ava is so young. Look, Ava's so young. Ava has a lot of time, but personally, I'm not really a big fan as her as a GM on NXT.
Yeah.
She seems really chill. She seems really nice, but her performance on NXT has not been hitting the mark for me. I don't know how everyone else feels, but I know that a lot of people are not a fan of her.
She's not ready. I'm sorry, but she's not ready.
She had one match. One match.
In a position where it's almost like she was doomed to fail. You know, when you're general manager, you have to be believable. You have to be the boss. Mm-hmm. You have to show that you are in control of these wrestlers and you are the one who calls the shots. And, you know, you can't let them out-promo you.
And Sonya Deville did a solid job from what I've seen too.
Yeah,
so
no, she was really good. She was really good. Yeah. Like that whole Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair segment was weird, but she kept it. She kept it pretty cool.
Well, we were just complaining about the bloodline.
Yeah. Hey, because Dwayne introduced that dumb family tree for the buildup of Mania 40, she counts as a bloodline. So yes, let's just.
Okay. What about Naomi?
Oh, I love Naomi. She's amazing.
When do you think she's gonna cash in? And on who?
I feel like she's gonna be the first one to cash in because I don't think they've ever actually. I can't recall two solid. I know I'm probably gonna get corrected or something like that, but I can't really remember when we had two Money in the Bank storylines going side by side. It was always just one person would cash in right away, and then, or at least most of them, they would cash in right away, and then the other person would have the Money in the Bank briefcase. So then they can be the main focus on the stories of what they can do with that case.
To be honest, I can't really see down the line that Naomi's gonna cash in so soon. I think she's just gonna fuck around for a bit, and then eventually she'll do it.
Oh God, I fucking hope she does it on Cargill.
Oh, that would be so great. Which means we get to segue to that match at Night of Champions. Oh,
Look, I've always been very vocal. I don't like Cargill. Although that storm costume was kind of cool, not gonna lie.
it was.
She
I can agree on that.
really looked the part. That was actually pretty dope.
My mom is starting to see that Jade is actually quite slow, and I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
because they're slowing down for her.
Yeah.
And my mom is just noticing this now. I'm like, see, look at this.
Asuka was carrying her in that match.
Wow.
And
Can we talk about the pin? Can we talk about the pin?
Go for it.
What was that? I didn't realize that was a pin until they called 3, and I'm like, what was that?
I know. I wasn't even. I was kind of like half paying attention. That's like, wait, what? Oh my God! Like,
And what's worse? What's worse? Dead silent.
nobody cared.
Dead silent.
Nobody fucked.
Crickets.
Everybody wanted Asuka. Everybody there loved Asuka. And when Asuka and Io got face to face, I was excited. I was like, okay, yes, this at SummerSlam. Fuck yes.
And then Jade won. Look, I want to like Jade. I do. It just
she's got the look, but that's just the look. Compared to these veterans and these very good technical wrestlers, put aside Bianca Belair, Naomi, Asuka, Io. They wrestle circles around her, but they got the experience, and she's just
and the character work too. They got it. They got it down. Personally, I think what would have helped Jade with her character is if they just continued that 3-way feud between her, Bianca, and Naomi, but instead they went their separate ways after Elimination Chamber. I think it was after Elimination Chamber. Because Bianca's like, well, fuck all Io. I'm going to go to Raw and I'm going to be in the 3-way with Io and Rhea. That's their problem now. And I'm just like, okay, what about Jade? She had one match with Naomi in WrestleMania.
What are they even doing with Belair? Is she injured?
Last time I heard, they went to Australia with Montez to promote Crown Jewel.
Crown Jewel is going to be at Perth, and the Royal Rumble is going to be in Saudi Arabia.
One for the girlies. I was really looking forward to their outfits, but they're gonna be covered head to toe, which nothing wrong with that. I'm just thinking, how hot is it gonna be, and how creative can you get with those bodysuits too?
Did you see that sign that was just like, oh, Hater said to cancel the show, Saudi said sold out. Zero self-awareness. Saudi nightmare. Nope. No, that's why we wanted to cancel it, because we're haters. Ooh, I just hate these people are getting a show. It's not the fact about what's going on, not the fact that cities are being bombed and everything. No, we're just doing that because we're a hater. Although, I'm not gonna lie, there are probably a lot of people that just wanted it to be canceled just because it's Saudi.
You've seen Twitter. I mean, I've seen the depths of Twitter. That's basically what it is right now.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. Our joke earlier, Wayne's hiring all of the family. Well, he just hired another one of Haku's sons. Yeah, so we got
what's
more.
His name? Tala?
I think they're calling him Talatunga.
Oh god.
And oh my god.
No.
Tungaloa came back with nobody caring.
I forgot who he was. I thought it was gonna be Tama. I'm like, Tama?
It's like, Oh, and I thought it was like
the other one.
I thought I was excited. I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh.
Oh no, no, no.
No, damn it. Not him. Him? Really? Damn.
Oh no. My dad was excited for Tama, and then he's like, "Who's that?" I'm like,
Oh,
"Oh,
I
that's bad."
was so excited, but then it's just like, oh, lame.
Oh, oh,
Although
it was
the memes were great. Then came out then to about him. oh, oh god, I keep thinking about the time where he low blowed. I can't remember who it was, but he punched his brother in the head.
all I'm thinking is that one clip from Solo, and they were like, What is it? Forwards. Stop." That's
kind of a short for Fatu, but whatever. But anyway,
they got to build up on that feud, right?
I hope then Tama decides with Fatu though.
I hope so too. It seems that way anyway, but
Yeah,
I guess we'll see.
Speaking of seeing, John Cena versus CM Punk. It was a slow match. It was kind of boring. It was kind of lame. But you can tell like they put all the investment in the ending. Exciting ending though. I love how they redid Charles Robinson's run.
Oh, he's getting old, man.
Yeah.
Just his little hobble run to the ramp. I'm like, go! Oh my god, I didn't realize how slow he got over the years. Go!
Yeah. Comparing that to his 2008 run.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw memes of that. I'm like, oh, he's slowed down.
Oh, damn! I hope he's all right from that bump though, because
that was a mess.
Oh, Cena just boom, just like a train hit him.
No, just imagine if it were Braun Breaker that did that.
I don't think he could have took one.
Obliterated.
Breaker would have killed him. But these guys are professionals. This guy has been around since WCW.
Oh yeah, Charles has been around since I was born, or way before we were born.
Oh yeah,
at this point.
Yeah, and he's still in the
he's
business.
He's a real OG. Yep, he's a real OG, like Michael Cole. They've been around for a very long time.
Michael Cole started a year after I was born.
Nah, that's still a long time.
Still a long fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
Still a long fucking time, but Charles hasn't beat.
I mean, he took John Cena's bump. He took it. He took a bump.
He made it look great. He made that bump look so devastating. Like just the way he flailed his arms out.
And then it looked like he died. Yeah.
Yeah, poor little Nate. First the Macho Man, and now this.
Anything for entertainment. But overall, yeah, it was a match. Not gonna lie, I wasn't too crazy about it. If I'm being completely honest with you, I wasn't crazy about it. I was more interested in the straight fight with Raquel and Rhea.
Oh, hands down, best match.
That was it.
Like, gun to my head, I can't recall any exciting moves that made me go like, whoa. It's always just the ending. It was just the ending. However, Cena absolutely exposed Punk in this feud.
Yep.
Oh, totally. Like that pipe bomb mimic promo he let him have it.
Oh, yeah.
And then all Punk can do was just do a nostalgia act. And then he apologizes for that tweet against Saudi right in the by that plant. Yeah. Cena's right. He is a phony. I get it. He's working for the company. If your boss tells you to go do something, you do it. Especially with how much he's paid. Everybody is a saint until they start seeing those zeros add up. Yeah.
I saw this clip of Rhea. She had an interview recently with Chris CBB. And she was talking along the lines in context of she wasn't so happy about her booking. And at the end of the day, it's not really up to her. It's up to her boss. And, people are giving her shit for it and calling her Rhea Hogan and all that. There's so much that you can do as a talent for yourself. But when it comes down to making decisions like booking and all that, 99% of the time, it's out of their hands.
Oh, God. Blank Hogan this, blank Hogan that. I mean, Becky wins.
Becky Hogan,
Oh, God.
Rhea Hogan,
Okay.
Liv Hogan,
Okay.
Dom Hogan. Everyone's a Hogan apparently.
Straight up, we need people like this. We need credible threats. We need credible bad guys and credible good guys. I remember my introduction to Matt Hardy. It was right around the Edge feud, and after he was done with that, he just kept losing and losing. He's like, "Oh, I'm Matt Hardy, and I will not die." But then he loses again, and then again, and then again.
So he turned into a jobber.
Total jobber, and which ain't fair. But that's what my assumption was. And also, I remember my introduction to Shelton Benjamin. He just kept losing. He kept losing and kept losing and kept losing. But then he got paired with his mama. Just constantly losing, and she does lose.
Yeah, she does.
And plus, she's popular.
Yeah. She's the one that draws the most pops, the most merch, everything. So, unfortunately, but obviously, they're gonna go towards her because she's gonna draw in a lot of money at the end of the day. I hate to sound like this, but if Raquel won, would that have pushed her more? Yes, it would have. But money wise, with her merch and everything else, I don't know. She doesn't even have a new figure yet. Yeah, she has a couple new shirts, but they're not so great looking. So, obvious winner here is gonna be Rhea. However, with Raquel losing, that did give her the push that she needed to move forward as a singles competitor for now or in the future.
Yeah. Plus, with this much heat on her, it actually gives us something to look forward to with the women's tag titles.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people say that those damn titles are cursed. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Liv would be fine since she carries crystals, but I guess not.
Kind of hard when you have such a big counterweight. God, I gotta make something about all the injuries caused with that belt.
See, no, that brings me back to when we had Alba Fire and Isla Dawn when they were tag teaming, and they planted a seed saying that, oh, the tag team belts are cursed, and they somewhat had something to do with it, but they never played into it.
Yeah.
What an opportunity missed, but it was such a great idea, but they never fell through with it.
By the way, before we get to Raw, what do you think about Julia being the new Women's United States Champion?
Okay, so you saw the screenshot I sent you. It's the tweet about how Triple H books things and how he doesn't really look at title defenses, but more about the chase and less of defending the titles. Zelina lost. It was great when she won. She had a lot of pop for that. Great, but then she didn't have much structure with storylines. She defended it maybe a couple times.
All my life I've been underestimated, and I'm here to show them that I got what it takes.
And then Julia comes in. She's still new to the main roster, and she's given the US belt. And honestly, it seems like nobody cares that Julia won. They're actually quite relieved that she won. I'm sorry to the Zelina fans, but it seems like a lot of people are just relieved that Julia has the belt now.
Who knows? Maybe she'll be able to really amplify it. But again, maybe this will expose her, maybe show her inexperience.
Like what happened with Tiffany and Charlotte during their promo battle before Mania. That was rough. Yeah, that was really rough.
Yeah, I almost kind of felt like Charlotte was going into business for herself.
I mean, she is a player.
Yeah. So, what did you think of that episode of Raw?
Like literally 2 hours ago, Rio and Io announced, "I'm gonna fight you at Evolution," and Rio says, "I accept," and that was it. And then after that, The tag matches between Judgment Day and New Day, great, well deserved. Woo! They won the pizza belt! Yay! The pizza
Hooray.
belt!
I will take the pizza belt a million times over the damn penny belt. Oh God, those were gross. And the freaking SmackDown and Raw versions were just nasty.
You're right.
Those
You're
were
right.
so gross. Give me the pizza belt any day. Look, you're not perfect, but you're not the penny belt.
But I'm glad they weren't really doing much with the New Day. They did plant some seeds with Grayson Waller, which I think you can add on to that.
Right after the match, he just showed up on one of those commercial break segments. Like, oh, what's going on with you and Austin Theory? I didn't come here to talk about Austin Theory. I'm here for the New Day.
He broke up with his
Thank God
boyfriend.
for the New Day. Why didn't you help him? I'm very glad Judgment Day are champs though. They're all wearing gold. That's cool, as Carlita would say. Now, but yeah, it was really cool seeing them all in the clubhouse dripped in gold. Very deserved.
Although I didn't want to see that part with Raquel and Roxanne officially voting her in. I'm like, okay, we're getting somewhere. All right, we're getting somewhere. And I guess we'll see where this will take us. I'm looking forward to it. And then after that match, what happened next? Was it Rusev versus Sheamus? Probably, because I did not care.
Oh God, that was a boring match.
I did not care.
Oh my God, I know.
No
right?
offense to people who actually like Rusev and was excited for him to come back, but he's still new to me because, again, I came back to watching wrestling like 15 years later. So to me, Rusev is new. So who the fuck is this guy?
Back in the day, he was a monster. Him and his wife,
Lana.
Yeah, he was like her rabid dog, and then she would just sick on any of them. Just fully representing Russia. Came out in a goddamn tank, believable. But now he's just, I don't know. Look, it's been a long time. It's been a long time since we celebrated Rusev Day. I have a lot of memories of him on Twitch about how much he loves gaming, but.
Was this COVID era or before COVID? I feel like this is before COVID.
Yeah, before COVID.
Yeah,
and during. Yeah, but this is right around the time where he got released, and AEW, well, right before AEW hired him, and then did nothing with him.
So Rusev, he attacked Otis, has a elbow injury.
He's got an uphill battle. It's a very different landscape from how it was 10 years ago.
You mean during the Vince era?
Yeah, you got to be a little more than just evil foreigner.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That takes me way back to like the 80s and the 90s with the evil foreigner.
Think of it now. He was entertaining. He was really good, and he made it work. Rusev, he just came in as the evil foreigner. And then over time, he started becoming more. Saying it out loud like that, yeah, it does make it sound like it. But him and Lana made it very much work. And they did a good job on it. And not to mention, he was elevated against top competitors like John Cena. Then just made him look
right.
They really made him look like the Lex Luthor to Superman.
And now
he wears shorts. He's from Bulgaria now, which he was always from. So.
After coming back from AEW, I mean, you got to start from the ground up again. You can't just be top dog. But then again, Cody, they gave him top dog.
That promotion did nothing for him.
Wait, for who? Rusev or Cody?
Miro.
Oh! Wait, that's who he. Okay, got it. I got it.
Yeah. Like he was really good. And he had so much steam and so much momentum coming into AEW, and they did nothing with it. But there's like how many freaking wrestlers on that damn promotion? They can only book so many. And again, there was this whole thing about Tony Khan essentially treating these wrestlers like his actual figurines. You know, he just had to have more.
I can see that.
Of course.
Dream matches. He puts the matches together. They're matches, but
I'm not trying to dogpile on AEW, but Tony earned a lot more at this point, but around that time, he was green. He was greener than this background.
Yeah, every time I go to London Drugs or the card shops or Toys R Us, I always see AEW cards. I never see WWE cards. I always see fully stocked AEW cards. And I'm thinking, should I do a pity buy? No. Because I don't know half of these wrestlers on the roster. But
Yeah.
AEW is trying their best, okay? I'm aware that they've had great matches. I'm fully aware of that, but
they fill a niche for a different wrestling fan.
yep.
It's not my style, but clearly they're doing pretty well. Again, this gives people jobs. Not even just wrestlers, but cameramen, ring crews, music production,
It branches
this
out
sort of
more.
thing. AEW is very good to have, but
Yeah.
I just...
It's good competition. It's
Yeah.
good competition.
Yeah.
Like, God forbid it's Xbox versus PlayStation. Ooh, fanboys. Ooh, oh no, AEW is a better company than WWE. Nah.
PlayStation's the best. PlayStation is the second coming of Jesus.
At the end of the day, what you said, there's something for everyone. Personally, AEW is not for me. Ironically, there's not enough storylines for me. It just seems like it's just a bunch of matches, but there are feuds. But it's more like, I don't like you, promo battle, angry, 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 angry talk. Then they have a match. That's it.
And not to mention all those fucking belts.
I don't understand that. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Well, Tony Khan owns Ring of Honor, and he allows wrestlers to bring belts in from the indies. Last segment I saw for AEW, it was the induction party for MJF in the Hurt Business, and I think I told you this before. I was intrigued, but then suddenly Dustin Rhodes, Sammy Guevara came out with like 3 damn belts, and I'm like, okay, I instantly don't care.
I told you my dad tried watching it with me, and he just had a bunch of questions like, what are these belts? I'm like, I don't know, but they have them.
Oh God! And then there's Mercedes.
How many belts does she have now? 6?
6,000.
She's too OP. She's too OP.
I know, and she happens to find the time to talk to these random people paying $99 dollars.
We're not gonna let go of that.
No, we're not. We are not gonna let go of that. I mean, come on.
It reminds me of that one line that Becky said to Bailey. You guys spend at least $100 a month just to talk to your best friend. I'm like, oh, that's so bad.
She ain't all that.
In your opinion, is she a good wrestler? Do you think she's a good wrestler? Do you like her?
When she's with the right opponent.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, her attitude, her ego, how she treats the fans, it just really ruins her character.
My first introduction to Mercedes was when she was Sasha Banks. And it was very brief because then she won the tag team belts with Naomi and then they walked out. That was my final introduction to Sasha Banks. My first and last. I'm like, oh.
She had an amazing feud with Charlotte Flair over the women's WWE Championship. They were gonna get given criticisms for how they essentially just played hot potato with the belt. Like every match, they would take it off each other. Every time Sasha would get the belt, the next match she defended it, it was gone. Yeah.
And then Sasha's last run with WWE, she was treated as a merch pusher when Naomi, all they did was flaunt their shirts.
Oh yeah, and they really like to talk about how she's Snoop Dogg's cousin.
You're a nepo baby. Even Charlotte Flair doesn't even talk about her dad.
That much.
You don't see the bloodline talk about The Rock or Rikishi all the time. Come on.
I don't think WWE wants to mention Rikishi's name anytime soon.
Snoop Dogg's cousin.
Yep. Oh my god. What a forgettable episode. We were supposed to be talking about the Raw recap. Okay. All right. Enough trashing Mercedes
No,
Moné. Oh, okay.
I
One
can
more.
I
Let's
can
hear
bring
more.
us back on track.
All right.
Ludwig is El Grande.
Wait, I don't know. I don't know. El
No,
Grande,
no. Who
El,
the
El,
fuck stands like that? Who stands like that? Who
El
struts
Grande,
like that? Him.
El Grande Americano is just very mysterious.
Now he's actually he's not really a grande anymore. He's a venti.
Okay, all joking aside about about the whole like, oh, Chad isn't El Grande. I'm very happy they're giving Ludwig this push because
They're
like
actually doing something with.
I know when I saw him in the background when Chad got attacked last week, I thought, that cool. Like, he's there, and then I saw a post where it's like, oh, are they gonna be possibly making him into El Grande? And I sent it to you, and I was like,
Oh
yes,
yeah.
this
Yeah.
is good. This is a very good idea. And then when I saw him in the background again, now I'm like, okay, please, please be the new El Grande. And then he shows up, which is good because
I wish we had a match.
Ludwig Kaiser, along with Karrion Kross, is the most underrated wrestler in all of WWE. He's so good. Like, but everybody just compares him to Gunther.
I do like Ludwig Kaiser. I do. When I was first introduced, he was with Gunter, and I forgot what match he was with, but I was completely sold on his skill set. I'm like, okay, I like this dude. I like
Yeah,
that guy. He's
yeah.
good.
I remember Imperium pretty well, and Giovanni Vinci didn't say a damn word. I remember Kevin even pointed that out. He said, "It's like, do you ever speak? What's wrong with you?" And he just continued not to speak. And I was really glad they kicked his ass out.
They weren't
Or
doing anything with him. He wasn't really doing much of anything, so they let him go. Take him out of his misery. That's it. And Raquel was like that too, but now they actually gave her something to do, so.
So what happened after? Oh God, we just watched this damn show, and we're struggling to find out what happened.
The first time ever that we're actually on time with this, and we can't even remember.
That leads us into the segment with CM Punk, Gunther, and Seth Rollins. Potential Punk versus Gunther in the future.
I mean, sure, but not gonna lie, I think I I think I zoned out.
Yeah, and then suddenly LA Knight just showed up.
Yeah, what was that? What was that?
A few weeks ago, I think they got involved in his match, and he probably just hasn't let that go. But yeah,
Okay.
but LA Knight definitely did make Punk look like a chump afterwards.
Seeing CM Punk, I'm like, okay, so he's here. Gunter looks surprised. I don't know what that matchup would look like, but how did you feel about Goldberg?
Goldberg.
Goldberg. What did you think of his video package?
I think Gunther summed it up perfectly. All of his matches shown in that 3-minute span.
Yeah, we're avid fans, man.
Goldberg is from another time. Back in the day, a lot of these matches were squash matches. A lot of
Yep,
egos were in full play. A lot of these
pretty
guys
much.
did not want to lose. People like our parents are used to that sort of style where the names only really fought at pay per
Oh,
views.
absolutely. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was not really. There was nothing much to
Oh,
it.
so many double count outs, so many freaking disqualifications. It's ridiculous. But Goldberg's from that time, but they are making it incredibly obvious, especially Michael Cole is. Then he's not going to win.
As soon as Goldberg came out last Raw, I just saw Gunter's face. He did not take it seriously. He just smirked and he laughed to himself. I'm like, this might be a squash match.
He's going to gas himself so quickly. Gunther's going to end it quickly. Because let's say he does drag it out for as long as he can.
It's gonna be slow.
Or worse, we get a playback at Goldberg versus Undertaker. At this point in his career, Gunther is a lot more sharp than Undertaker was during that match. He's going to carry this match for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? Goldberg might make Gunter look like $1 million.
All I'm saying is his last match should have been against Gilbert.
And speaking of last matches, what did you think of the tag team match between Penta and Sammy versus the Dog and Bronson?
Oh, whoa. I think you're forgetting about
Wait, am I forgetting?
somebody very important. Somebody
my
who
God.
we like to talk about a lot.
Oh my God, the bird lady!
Somebody whose wings we clip every chance
No!
we get.
No!
Bird lady!
No!
She seemed like a fucking child during this whole thing. She just couldn't take
I
responsibility
can't
over the
believe I
fact.
forgot about her.
It was
I just went over.
It was, these matches were forgettable. Like, this
It was a draw. It was a draw.
What?
It was a draw.
No! Why? I have never seen that happen. Unless it's like a last man standing match, I have never seen a fucking draw in WWE.
Oh,
What
God.
was that? What was that? Oh God! Like this.
So what does this? What does this mean?
I
There's no solid contender now
I don't know.
against Becky. What is it? A triple
don't know.
threat?
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I smell a cocky Becky walking into Raw, being all like, "So Pierce, I guess that nobody's good enough to face me for my title. So I guess I'll just go home with my hot husband." Well, not so fast. Because of that, you're now facing them in a triple threat. It's like, what? Why you do that? Why? Hobbity toity, buddy. Hoity toity. And like, at least that's just my prediction.
You know what? That's what I thought too while I was watching. It's probably gonna be a triple threat. Like 95% chance it's gonna be a triple threat. And you know what? I wouldn't mind it. It might be actually a good match.
I'm much more looking forward to a triple threat match than just a one-on-one with those.
And it makes sense.
That finish does not make sense.
No, that finish did not make any sense.
Look, I get it. Like, we need stuff happening to get us to a certain point. But what the fuck? What? I didn't even know you could do a draw unless it's a last man standing match. I didn't even know that. It just seems like a lot of... Let's talk about that one segment. No, that one part in Night of Champions. When someone is unconscious, they just drop it once. They haven't done the three.
Yeah, they did it 3 times.
They haven't done the 3 times thing in forever. Why the fuck did they just start? Why did they just start now?
I don't know. Ask Triple H.
Like, they're just... I again, is there a rule on when they only drop the 1 or when they drop the 3 times?
I don't know, dude. Ask Triple H. I really don't know, because I've never seen that before either. Usually they check 1 time. It's like, okay, he's out. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, no, they did that. They did the 3 times like way back in the day. But
and now
and now I don't know. Okay, all right. Now that we got that off our chest, let's talk about the main event.
Oh my God, the main of what? Oh, Raw. Okay.
Penta and Sammy.
Really quick side note: the fact that I watched Night of Champions late. Was there anything that I missed that wasn't on the air? I didn't miss the technical difficulty thing there because it was all included in the entire.
No, you didn't miss a damn thing. You did not miss a damn thing. It feels like the show kind of dragged, but also it was weird. Some matches felt a little too short, but the show itself just dragged.
It's the pacing, man, which again we will segue to the main event.
Okay.
I was half watching, if I'm being completely honest. I was half watching, but it was good. There were some good spots there with like Sammy off the apron. That was great. Great.
Oh yeah, that dedication to Sabu was really cool.
Mm-hmm. And then Braun Spear, classic. Okay.
But hey, thanks for moving back down the card, Jay. Your world title was pointless.
Oh yeah, Jay. I forgot about him.
It's like right back down to where you belong.
I forgot about Jay, to be honest. He showed up, and I'm like, oh, what?
I think Triple H forgot about him too.
Of
Oh, but Rikishi didn't. Rikishi didn't.
course he didn't. That's his
He's
boy.
Yeah, but him being so outspoken, he understands it's a show, right? He went on this huge rant on his podcast or whatever about how they're treating Jay, and then he was super pissed. And if anything, he's not doing Jay any favors. He's just becoming kind of a problem, if anything. He had the title, and that was great, but they need something on the line for Goldberg and Gunther. It could have been either way. They could have done it without it, but I guess to add stakes to it, they needed that.
Keep in mind, Rikishi was the same person who complained about Rhea being Jay's potential love interest, and he was complaining that he's a married man. And I'm like,
nobody cares about that. So is
how
Dom.
many bumps did you take to the head to think this is real? What?
Maybe.
What is it?
Well, just remember.
Oh God!
Well, he did it for The Rock.
Literally, he did it for The Rock.
Yeah. But it was a fine main event, and I would give it I don't know, 5 maybes. Oh, with Ludwig as El Grande, I'm
6.
gonna have to put it. Yeah, 6.
Okay, I'll give it a 6. Okay, what would you grade Night of Champions? I give it a C+. That's generous. C+.
4
out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say 4 out of 5. Okay.
No.
4 out of 10.
4 out of 10. That's my ranking system.
Alright, since we've been yelling and complaining, what are your final thoughts, and what PLE are you most looking forward to now, since they've been really pushing out the PLEs lately and they're turning into blurs?
Okay, well, first of all, the original Evolution was called Evolution. That's what they were pronouncing it as.
Oh,
So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a little inconsistent. I just wanted to point that out.
All right.
But, however, TNA Victory Road. That's what I'm looking forward to. But only because I am potentially going to be there live.
Makes sense. Yeah. For me, I can't say Evolution yet because I don't know what's on the card. I want to be excited for it, but realistically, I want to say SummerSlam, judging by the storylines, potential storylines. I want to say SummerSlam, but
SummerSlam is always a good time. I think we can it's safe to say that do you see Cody taking the belt off of Cena?
Is it early?
Well,
I don't know.
Well, he's not going to face him at the next WrestleMania.
True.
He's not going to face him at the next Royal Rumble.
So
this probably seems like it would be the biggest stage for him to do it.
Makes sense.
So it could be possible that he does take the belt off of him. But I hope he doesn't. Hey.
Wrestling is wrestling.
Never seen 17. You can't see me. That's what John Cena says.
Still.
Yeah. But anyways, we are going to end it here. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Written on the Canvas. We had fun complaining, as we always do. And we will see you in the next one.